From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and on the hill today, Michael Kopech.
Well, one thing for me that's a little alarming is that this guy is walking more than he's striking out. And when you've got traffic on the base paths, one mistake can put your team behind the 8-ball early in a ball game. So we'll see today if somehow he's able to reverse that trend, fill up the strike zone, get some soft contact, and perhaps move through this ball game without too much damage.
Gets under it and pops it up. And a foul ball.
First pitch, 7-11.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Ball one there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Kopech deals. Triple digits on that last pitch.
Looked like he reached back and got a little extra on that one. Triple digits off the miles per hour through the zone. No chance of touching that one.
Willie Adames stands in. That one at triple digits. Kopech, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Upstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one down the line and foul ball. Here's the pitch to Adames. Outside low, and now it's filled up 3-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Elliot Ramos. Tapped softly on the ground. Kim whips it to first. Giants go in order. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And on the hill for the Giants, Hayden Birdsong.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, That's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Miguel Rojas, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. There's a strike, 95 of that one. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. That one fouled off. Next offering is in the dirt. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And down on strikes he goes, and one out now.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Mookie digs in here, clips the corner, strike one.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
That's the ball.
One out, bases empty. Strike two.
1-2.
The rare K for Mookie.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Freddie Freeman stands in now and watches strike one. Pitch misses, 1-1.
First two hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Ball two.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Dodgers go down quietly. We played an inning. No score. Second inning set to go. And now it's Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores.
Kopech back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. And a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity. Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there.
One ball.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
And delivers outside.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one missed. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. The other way, hauls it in, and there's one away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Just missed. No score here in the second. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back. And in one hops the wall. And into second with one away. That's a double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now, Dominic Smith. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Struck him out looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Now a chance for Casey Schmidt. That one's in there. That's strike one. Swung on, belted. That one is back. And it hits the base of the wall. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, it's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. And that is downstairs. 1-0. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2.
No strike.
There's a strike. That's too low. 3-1 now. Logan Porter on deck for San Francisco. Man on second, 2 down. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Okay.
Strikes him out with 100. A run on 2 hits, and they lead 1. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Giants 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. Hits the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Tying run in scoring position, bottom half of inning number 2. Ripped, but it curls foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And this place is rocking. His second home run of the series, and they jump out front. It's 2-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Here comes Max Muncy. Curve in the dirt.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That one the other way. Makes the grab, one away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one is inside. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That's in there. And the count 1-2. Missed inside with the curve.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one not close. Counts full, 3-2. One down, base is empty. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. There's a strike. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Man at first, one away. And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. Even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that they're 2 outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that will end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And here's the rookie catcher, Logan Porter.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one misses, and now it's even 1-1. Right through there for a strike. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. At the plate, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's a ball and a strike. Fair ball. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Willie Adames digs in now, and there's a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That's down and in. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a count 1-2. "99 miles per hour to finish him off." Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit, grounded out his first time.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
One ball, one strike.
Porter over at second. Lee at first. One gone. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Runners at first and second with one gone. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And now the DH, Wilmer Flores. 0 for 1 so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
First and second, 2 down. Popped up. Kim. And that's the 3rd out. Giants leave a couple. They're down 2-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Bottom of the inning. Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Miguel Rojas.
Check swing, no appeal.
One ball, no strike.
Right down to shoot, and that's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
One ball, 2 strike.
That misses, and the count is even 2-2. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a good eye there. The other way, and that's just foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Here's Betts. Struck out swinging his first time. Out To short. Oh, great grab on the dive from his backside, and very nicely done for the out.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. His first at bat was a strikeout. Foul ball there.
That's a ball. 1-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-2.
Freeman tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. He did not go around. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 70. He's been so good against lefties.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Doubled his first time.
Robleski.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Well, these Giants just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Now it's Dominic Smith. Smith goes 5 feet 11 inches, 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And now it's even up.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
The 1-1. And that's outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And that one in the air center field. Pajes in and to his right. He's got it. Then there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now Casey Schmidt doubled his first time up. Snap throw to first. And he just got his hand in there.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Outside low, ball 1. There's the strike. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
The 1-2. Stays alive. Yastrzemski leads off first with one away. On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance speed, there's one. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. Offense held in check there to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Will Smith. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ramos under it. One down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Ramos going back, and it hits the fence. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One out. Runner at second. Muncy digs in.
1-0.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Lee under it. Makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Andy Hollis.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He reached out a walk his first time. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Next offering is fouled back.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Not close with that one. 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Yastrzemski pulls that one down, and that is that. One left for L.A. as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Ready now for the 5th inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Fouled off down the right side.
Well, these Giants looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one missing low. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Here's the catcher, Logan Porter. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Step off throw to first. Fitzgerald back on a dive.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
That one is absolutely belted. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Lead runner around second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's 2-2.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 2. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. It's going to fall for a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into it out at home plate.
So runners at the corners. Nobody out. And up next for San Francisco, Willy Adames. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Chopped left side. He is safe.
No, he's in there.
First and second, no outs. And up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Ball 1, no strikes. And a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Here's a 1-1. Up the middle. Nice stop. Throws from the ground. 1 at second. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that ball off the bat ticketed for the outfield and a base hit for the hitter, but just taken away by the diving stop. Nice job.
Now the Giants 4-hitter, Wilmer Flores. 0 for 2 in this one. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1. Lee at third. Ramos over at first with 1 away.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And he grounds one back up the middle. And a base hit knocks in a run. In there safely.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Number 70 won't go any further tonight. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. A new arm into the game, the righty Shohei Ohtani. This is his first appearance of the season. Mike Yastrzemski will hit next. Fastball is outside.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Runners are at the corners. 1 away. Fought off foul. Ohtani, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Next offering is in for a strike.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
First and third, 1 down. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Two on, 1 out. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. Dom Smith stands in. Golden opportunity right here. And that is out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. 1 out, base is full. Way high with that one. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out. And digging in for San Francisco, Casey Schmidt. And the sweeper is off the plate. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Bases loaded, 2 down. That one off the mark, and the count's full. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Tyler Fitzgerald now at the plate. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And that misses. And the count is 1-1. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So they do get 4 runs across, but they end up leaving the bases loaded. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants 5 and the Dodgers 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here is Michael Conforto. Birdsong back to work. And ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Landon Root getting ready to go. Rodriguez warming up as well. That's outside. And now 2-0.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. So up next, Hye-Sung Kim. First time up was a pop out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel.
So the batting order turns over. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
That's the ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 3. Mookie Betts. in the on-deck circle. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That's in there. And the count is 3-1. And a big swing and a miss.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. And the deficit remains 5-2. Back here in L.A. And now Logan Porter. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball. In for a strike, and it's 2-1 now. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 out. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
1 down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends her packing.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Hit on the ground to short. Bats up with it. Slings it across, and they get Adames for the out. Giants go in order. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 5 and the Dodgers 2. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Landon Roop.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Up the middle. Over to first. And Betts is set down.
The first baseman,
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Eric Miller getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Walker, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. In the dirt, and the count is 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
2 outs, base is empty. Will Smith to the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And first offering is fouled off.
No, that's a ball.
2 outs, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's to third, and that's foul. This one high in the air to left center. Nabs it, and that ends the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 78.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
So digging in, Elliot Ramos, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. On the ground to third, and it gets by him.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Man at first, nobody out. Runner on the go. Fouled off. He was late. Good job to fight that one off. Runner at first with no outs here. That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. Could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to short and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
So up next, Dominic Smith, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Rips that one to right. Hernandez puts it away, and there's 2 away. And up next for San Francisco, Casey Schmidt. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. Giants get a run on the RBI double. It's now 6-2. To third. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that's in for a strike. Rue, a 6'2 righty. He throws a curveball, a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, and he works in a slider. Bounce to the right side, but it kicks foul. Hernandez on at first, nobody out. Next offering is outside. Swings and misses. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
And first offering is fouled off. And there's a hit. And now two aboard.
Now batting left fielder,
Michael Conforto will climb in. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. To second, there's one. Over to first. That's two. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Giants 6 and the Dodgers 2. Back here at Chavez Ravine. We're at the top of the 8th, and digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. And that one off the outside edge. Pitch misses inside. Now 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
Fastball for a strike, and it's 2-2. And that's in the dirt.
3-2.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Conforto hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Giants, catcher Logan Porter.
And here's the catcher, Logan Porter. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a pop-up, foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And it's fouled away. And now it's 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Base hit center field. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Now batting center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Just missed. And another ball. Just missed.
That's a ball.
There's the strike up high. And now 3-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Three-two. This one popped up. Kim corrals it, and there are 2 outs.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Adames in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And he chases that one. That's the third out. One left for San Francisco. They lead it 6-2. And we're back on to the bottom of the eighth. Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Roop back to work. Just off the inside edge. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Randy Rodriguez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Rogers getting loose as well. On the ground, Fitzgerald handles, throws to first. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth.
Designated hitter, Miguel Rojas.
So now here's the DH, Miguel Rojas. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That one a little bit high. 1-0.
1-0.
That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. That one is gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's 6-4. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Well, he did a really nice job of letting that ball travel. Wasn't too quick. He kept the shoulder square to home plate, which allows you to drive the ball to the opposite field with power. You see the power and the authority, and fortunately, he was lucky enough to keep it fair.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Landon Root gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Ryan Walker.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Just missed. Two runs across in the inning. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And now 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it remains 2-2. That one blasted deep to right. Going back on this one. That one outs against the fence. And he's got a double.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. Really important at bat coming up now.
1 out. Runner at second. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Will Smith. 1 for 3. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Ball 1 low. Freeman leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Right through there for a strike. Tying run at the plate. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. Freddie across the score. It's an RBI single, 6-5 back within a run.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And the 1-0. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Here's Max Muncy. And that one fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swings and misses. And that is strike
1
2.
ball, 2 strike.
So the tying run at second. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Now one missed. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on, one out. And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at-bat that Muncy can deliver. Andy Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. On the ground, right side, Smith to Adames. That's one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Giants 6 and the Dodgers 5. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kirby Yates.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game, and digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. Slider misses outside. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. And now it's the Giants DH, Wilmer Flores. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Man at first with 1 gone. Stepping in, Mike Yastrzemski. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
0-1.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch is outside. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hernandez takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
Third baseman, Casey Schmidt.
Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Upstairs, and that's ball
One ball.
one.
No strike.
Flores, the lead runner at second. Smith at first, 2 out of the inning. That one at the knees for a strike.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
And that is that. So they strand a pair. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, 9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Giants 6 and the Dodgers 5. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th, Randy Rodriguez.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
1-run game, bottom 9. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
And there's the automatic. Swings and he breaks his bat. And that's a foul ball. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Looking to get the tying run on base. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece and stays alive.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
He goes down looking. He's 2 outs away. Michael Conforto steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In there at the knees.
No ball. 1 strike.
A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one in the air. Schmidt gets under it. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball one.
That one called just inside, I think. And on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though. But he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. Trying to close out a one-run lead. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Oh, and he hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 4 with a double.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
That's inside. Ball one.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run is second. That one's in there, and that's strike two. Got him, and that's the ball game.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity. But it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.